Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So yesterday I posted the developer call and commented on it as it went on. It was over an hour. I got a lot of questions, comments, basically saying, please, come on, I'm not watching your video for an hour. And it was actually over an hour. Give us a 5 to 10 minute synopsis of it. We want to know what happened. So here it is. Okay, so Hun's invasion, clash of civilizations. Evony spent the first 10 to 15 minutes talking about two events that have one's happened once in 6 months and one's happened 3 times in 3 years. And they wasted about 10 to 15 minutes asking us how we think about them. So I guess they have plans to maybe bring them back and make a more of a spending option. Journey to Glory. Yeah, Evony really wanted to know. They actually, it's gone. It's not here right now, but they wanted to know what we thought about Journey to Glory, which is basically just a picture of Helen floating like a genie, and you click on a couple red dots and get some gems and blue speed up chest and resources. And they wanted to know what we thought about the story. One guy said, I spent $40,000 to not care about the story. All I do is click on it and get my rewards. Thank you. We don't need more of these events. Then they wanted to know about Bashis Tavern. So I guess Evony has plans to figure out how to make us spend on this. And the one guy replied and said, all you are is changing the wheel every time. And we understand your little trick and we don't want to buy this. Look at these crappy packs. Why would we buy these instead of the packs you already have? Evony probably thinks to themselves, well, you buy other stupid packs, so let's just throw out other stupid stuff and see if you buy it. Then one they asked about, what about the other stupid event that has the pickaxe? And looks like, have you sunk my battleship? And they responded again and said, all these stupid events. There's so many events and nobody wants them. We just want to play the game. We don't need more events. Fix your game. Then they talked about Aptoide. And Quinlan, this is the Chinese host, and he goes silent for about 2-3 minutes. Doesn't really answer. Then he kind of just gives a standard answer like, there are places that you can buy packs from and app stores. And they're like, yeah, thanks. But what about the discounts? Everybody liked it. Everybody used it. It gave nobody problems. Other new ones. It's regulated in certain countries. You got to switch the currency, pay foreign exchange tax. You got to pay different taxes. The packs are more expensive. Doesn't work on every type of device. And he basically just ignored and gave a company line. And then he kind of just totally went silent. And people said that they know tons of players who are not going to coin anymore. No, people are going to quit and leave the game, and the game's going completely downhill. All you care about is money. What's your reason for leaving Aptoide? And he wouldn't give an answer. Obviously, Quinlan. I don't even know if Quinlan works for Evony, honestly. I think he's just I honestly think this is a focus group, and he's part of a research group that just does this on Evony's behalf and then gives them answers. I don't know, because Quinlan doesn't appear to ever play the game or know anything about it. And I'm sure he was briefed before the developer call. Do not respond to anything about Aptoide. Do not give any concrete answers. Just say, there are other app stores out there. So we got no answers there. Ticket terrorists and lack of proof. So what they're talking about there is someone, and rightfully funny, he named them that. He called them ticket terrorist. I guess, can I do this on someone in my own alliance? I won't hit send, but I think it's up here. Yeah, so report. People who are just like spamming CS with these type of reports, and basically said that this isn't, it's not done properly. This is a flawed system. And you're punishing people based on these tickets. One guy said that he got zeroed and all the resources were zeroed. I think he was probably talking about an alt. I don't know. And the response from customer service was that they received lots of complaints about this account. And he said, well, you owe it to us to give actual reasons for complaints. You can't just say like blindly you were cheating. Like give the actual example. And they're right. And people started to really jump on Evony and basically say, you have to tell us what we did wrong, like in actual plain English. You did this on this date, and we know that because of this. You can't just say you violated rule 1.07. And then they started to talk about how bad customer service is. And this went on for a long time with Quinlan not responding. And then the players started to fight amongst themselves because one player wanted to move on and said, like, guys, like, we've said our point, they're not responding, let's move on. And then someone said, there was swearing going on, saying, like, you always tell us to move on, you might as well just work for Evony. Let's stay on this topic, it's really important. And then eventually people moved on to another topic. Then they talked about Shalons, and it seems like the point did get across to Evony that Shalons should be moved. Evony seemed to say it will be moved to Sunday, which means Sunday Chinese time, and I don't know the time zone, sorry, and probably North American Saturday time. So same as BOC. That's what I assume is going to happen. New dragon for All-Stars. Like when the temperature gets hot, man, Quinlan knows. There's a new dragon for All-Stars, guys. New dragon. And everyone, I guess, excited and stops. And then they discuss this. But it didn't really work too much. Then people started to complain about lag, All-Star lag, made suggestions that All-Stars should run at different times of the day to lower lag. Quinlan doesn't respond to that. Complaints about unreal expectations of reaching K45. And basically, like, they were trying to ask, like, how long do you think is reasonable for someone to get to K45? 6 years? Like, you're punishing people. Then this kind of leads into one of the next things, which was 2 accounts per server. And, like, you're taking this stuff away from people. People don't want a bot. People don't want to have alts, but they have no choice because you have these stupid, unrealistic expectations. What do you think is a reasonable amount of money or time for people to spend to reach K45? Of course, there was no answers. We did get an answer about 2 accounts per server. Quinlan said that is to catch the resource sellers. It's not to punish players. So they've noticed that on old servers, if they put a limit of 2, then maybe resource sellers can't pop up on a server and make 80 accounts. So I guess Evony is punishing the player base to catch the criminals. So punishing the actual hardworking, spending money customer base. I don't really understand it because Evony has every single piece of data in the game. They know who the resource sellers are. They know who's buying. They know who's selling, and they do nothing about it except ban alts on many people, including the resource sellers and regular players. There were some T1 complaints. People were basically saying that we spend all this money and then free-to-play players just make all these like T1 troops and defend against it. I have no opinion about that, and Evony didn't really say anything, and really wasn't much discussion about it, just someone said that. And then when the temperature gets really hot again, Quinlan comes out firing. What do you think about the new rewards? You like the new rewards? And people are like, what are you talking about? And he'll be like, yeah, we gave you new bosses. They have new rewards. I think they mean like the anti-colonial troops and the quest troops and the Aglopies. I think that's the stuff that he means. Do we like them? But people didn't really say yes. They really basically just said, it's not enough, man. Like, if you expect us not to have bots and not to cheat, and if you expect people not to buy resources, you have to have actual real monsters with resources and speeds that are available. Like, what you offer is not enough. There was a suggestion about stamina. So they talked about way bills and how they limit it to 30 a day. Basically, Quinlan ignored that. And basically, that was the developer call, guys. So you don't got to watch the 75-minute video. This is exactly what happened. And probably sometime next week, we're going to get that fancy spreadsheet with the colors. And it's going to tell us what is ongoing, what is coming soon, what is coming in the future, and what's not coming. Let's see what happens. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.